I hear something the same too. Okay, so from a coach's and a programmer's perspective, if you are in charge of anybody's health and fitness and safety, okay, just because you have an Instagram profile, just because you have a Facebook platform, does not give you the right to prescribe people their health and fitness. Absolutely not. And that is one of the worst things that I've seen right now is anybody with a profile thinks that it's their God-given right to sit there and tell people, this is what you should be doing. This is how we should be working out right now. Ooh, check out this workout. I did 80-minute EMOM of hip thrust and deadlifts and 30 days to a bigger ass. Here I go. Like, stop.
Yeah.
That, like, I wish Instagram and all those people would come in and flag those people. Like, hey, I'm gonna take your stupid ass video down because it's dumb and you're gonna get someone hurt. You know what I mean? That from that piece, COVID has done nothing but exploit the uneducated and those people.
Well, and it highlights the ones who don't necessarily take as much advantage of the educational tools that are out there. So just because you have CrossFit Level 1 behind your name does not mean that you know how to effectively program for any type of athlete. Especially those who, if you don't know how to program without a barbell, tell people that.
Right.
And don't just be like, okay, well, a barbell is the only way you're going to get strong or anything there. People will respect you a lot more if you're like, hey, like, I don't have experience programming like this, so here's somebody who does. Or like, here's somebody I look to get inspiration or advice or anything like that. But I think it's kind of highlighted, especially in this area and across the board, just that there are not a lot of gyms, there are not a lot of programmers who actually take the time and consideration to go over what they're doing to their athletes. No, the athletes are following what their coaches are telling them. So it's not necessarily, it's a little bit their fault, but they can't be held completely responsible because they're just following what they're told.
Right.
So.
Yeah, the uneducated standpoint from the programmer, okay, if you got to put things in perspective. We got to stop blanketing people like, hey, there's one size fits all. Okay, for me, one of the biggest challenges I find, right? So I program for a gym of 100 plus people, right? Okay, if I program that day, we're going to do some dumbbell split squats followed up by some plyometrics behind it, right? Okay, there's my goal. There's my focus for the day. I've got a stimulus set. Okay, well, what happens to the person that only has a set of 5-pound dumbbells at home, but they're one of my stronger athletes in the gym?
Right.
But hey, I only have access to a 5-pound dumbbell. Okay, I might have one. I might have two. Okay, what do you do to that person? I think it's when you don't fall under that black and white of just like, hey, do this, do that. It's like, okay, no, the gray area. Oh, you only have one kettlebell, and I programmed this to be done with 2 kettlebells. What do I think? Well, that's where we get into, hey, have you ever heard of tempo? Hey, have you ever heard of holding things before? Have you heard of isometrics?
Drop sets.
Drop sets. Have we ever heard about that before? Because you don't just, and that's the quickest thing that I've seen, and it drives me nuts. Hey, I don't have, you suggested a 50-pound dumbbell for those thrusters. Well, I got 25s. Here's
so
what coach.
Just double it?
Yeah, here's what coach did. Yeah, just double or triple it. Just go harder or add more minutes to the workout. I'm like, no, that's not. You set your stimulus. You've said that it should be a heavier, challenging set of 10. Well, don't turn it into a challenging set of 75.
Right.
That's not the same workout.
Right. And if you are going to program a workout for somebody, you should be able to, like, without a doubt, if I was to ask you, what is the purpose of this workout? Like, you should be able to tell me the why behind it, like what I'm doing, what it's going to do for me, where it's going to make me better. Otherwise, then what's the why am I doing it? Why should I listen to you? Because you can't tell me why I'm doing anything. You just put something together that's going to either A, make me sweat, or it's just going to fucking hurt.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.